All right, wait, I'm ready.
You gotta get it together.
No, you need to get it together.
Hold on. You got me feeling some kind of way.
Just-
Do y'all see this ashy on my knuckles right here? Okay.
I don't
I'm
see
really
mine.
concerned. Okay.
Just hard on it. You be all right.
All right. So we're rolling? When viewing Vow Village, please keep in mind there will be no catfights, no crisis, no shade. This is meant to be a celebration of couples who are making love work through the pandemic. We already know that bad news travels fast. Our hope is this good news can travel and last. This docuseries may have hints of other couple-centered shows, but it is uniquely designed to highlight happy couples with the alliance of wellness experts. Contrary to popular opinion, when things are going well, guidance from a mental wellness clinician can still take your relationship from good to better and from better to more better. A collaboration where everyone in the room is an expert. Each host a trained wellness expert, while the couples are vow experts who have agreed to form this vow village, and it takes a village to raise a vow. All right, you guys, welcome Casey and Sean to Couples Cove in the Vow Village.
Yes.
How y'all doing? How y'all feeling?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Good.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm good.
So I know we talked about this whole idea of what we want to do for the culture, making sure that we are a part of building strong families for the culture, right? So you guys are here today to talk about you guys are couple goals. So I'm hearing that the good part of your relationship right now is you're making some good adjustments.
I
right?
think doing things now that we weren't used to doing. Because honestly, the pandemic, I look at it and say, there's some good with this.
Yeah.
There's a little bit. And I know everyone's like, what? Good? No, pandemic is not good. But what's coming out of it, I think people are getting back to the family, family
Structure.
construct.
Yeah.
People are understanding that you can get through things if you have, your family and you guys just adjust a little bit and understand, and maybe a little space.
A little space. My name is Tanyika Tan Moore. I am a licensed marriage and family therapist. I am in private practice with Tanyika Moore Healing Arts. I work with families, individuals, and couples. Being married and staying married is literally a commitment that you make every second, every moment to be in that relationship. And so when I was working with couples, a lot of them were discouraged because they felt like, we just can't get it right. We're always arguing. We're always this. And it's like, yeah, that's what it is. There are disagreements. There are agreements along the way. And I really wanted us as a community especially to know that there's hope for our families and hope for us to stay together and be together, and not only be together, but thrive together. I want to know what do the two of you do to make it work, to make your marriage work?
Do you try?
We don't try. We just do. I think
works.
Yeah. I think when you try, when somebody says, "Oh, I try to be nice." Don't try to be nice because you're not nice. So you have to try.
But I try to be nice to you sometimes.
Yeah, and it don't work.
It doesn't work?
No.
Not when I'm trying.
When you're trying.
Yeah, we naturally work because we just work. We don't focus on trying to make our marriage work. We focus on not killing each other.
Oh, that's the key. Just trying not to commit.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the key.
That's what it is. Because if
I
you
ain't taking that seriously.
No, you don't try to love somebody you with. If you have to try to love them, that means you never really loved them because you're trying to do it.
Huh. So for you, it's not really work. It's just like a day by y'all just all it's just all bliss.
No, but
I
that's
don't know if it's all
why.
bliss, but it's it's cray cray 2.0.
Yeah, we just
What is
keep,
cray cray? What is cray cray 2.0
we
mean?
just we keep it 100 with each other. Like she gets on my nerves, I get on her nerves. We just don't let it mess up anything. Because the quarantine, you know, there's a lot of people out there who are getting divorced who probably thought they was
Marrying the same.
they thought they but we are this way 24/7. We have fun. I married my best friend, so we get along. We don't we like I said, we don't have to try to make it work. It just works because it does.
Hello, my name is Dr. Ryan Foster. I'm a licensed clinical psychologist. I am the founder and CEO of Fit Services Incorporated. It's a full-service psychological professional corporation where I deliver individual, family, and couples therapy to children, adults, couples, and family. I think when we look at the history of marriage, marriage has changed over the course of years and centuries, starting out as a means for economic gain for family, and then turning into security and protection, so on both the male and the female part. And even now, it seems like it's more of a business transaction. But hopefully through these experiences and platforms like the Vow Village and the vision of TAN, that we can create an environment that's going to be helpful to nourish relationships, to help grow people as individuals and as collective units. And hopefully we can change the way that marriage is viewed in our world today.
I thought it would be interesting to explore our marriage. I feel like you get married, you've been there for a while, and you kind of just go along without really kind of taking time to just pause and maybe examine specific issues. So I thought this would be a great opportunity to do that, and we might even be able to help some other folks along the way.
Yeah. Okay. What about you?
My objective really was to see how we can help other couples and how tell our story, how we overcame some challenges, and how that can maybe help someone.
My name is Reverend Dr. Leon Campbell Jr., and I am the Youth and Family Minister at the Agape International Spiritual Center. And I've been working with youth and families for over 30 years, not only here in LA, but in Boston and Cleveland and in Chicago. And I've counseled couples for more than 25, 26 years. One of the things that really intrigued me about working with couples is that you get a chance to change the dynamic in the household. I get a chance to not only, like I said, work with the children, but work with their parents also. And it's been very rewarding, very fulfilling. And so I'm so grateful for TAN and the Vow Village to get a chance to work with these couples also. We're making a difference as opposed to harping on what's the ills of our society. We get a chance to be about something. We get a chance to make a difference. We get a chance to be the answer. We get a chance to do
And
something.
it's a work in progress, but I think you have to I have to recognize the changes that she's made, because sometimes I don't see it, and it's not fair to her, because she is, and because if I really sit down and shut up, I can see what she has made those strides. I'm like, you know what, you are better at that. Okay, you know what, and then I have to, come back and I have to apologize, and not have to be, I can't be stubborn about it. Well, you should know, because I was so. Well, you should already know I wouldn't do that. No, she's not gonna know. I have to tell her.
Yeah.
And
I say that
make
too.
and I
Like,
make
no, I
it.
ain't gonna know that.
I make sure I do that, and I recognize how I hurt her or what I did.
And so, what is your communication like if you have like a disagreement? How do you remedy that
She always has
Between the two of
disagreements.
us?
between the two of you now? Like your
Oh.
communication with each other.
She always has disagreement.
Wait.
No, seriously, because I remember when we first got married, and of course, living together, sharing stuff, and she was angry, and she came up to me one day, like, it's difficult arguing by myself, because I don't engage. Again, it takes two to fight.
It does.
So one person can fight. So she goes to the kitchen, off and up. I'm just looking at her when she calms down. We can talk about it, and I can explain my side of the story or my opinion. So it took her a while, then she understood that I'm not going to engage.
It's still taking me a while.
I was gonna say, is that infuriating or is that calming when he does that for you?
It's infuriating.
No, I don't know about infuriating, but I do tend to push.
Okay.
You know, I do have a tendency to do that, and I'm also working on learning how to agree to disagree and not have to be right in every situation.
True.
I'm really working on that. I'm not doing real great in that area too. So as much as we enjoy each other, obviously, you know, we do have, you know, our share of disagreements. And he is, you know, the calmer one between the two of us.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm still a work in progress.
And
I don't know how hard I'm working at it, but I'm a work in progress.
And I think that's important that couples hear that. You're 16 years in, it's still a work in process. It never gets super easy. It's always something that you're saying that you're always working at it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it just seemed like now, because of this quarantine, you're doing things around the house, you know, fixing stuff, and it's like you try to make out of a bad situation, try to make it good somehow, some way. And spending time with the kids it's a good thing.
Okay.
What are some things that build your marriage, builds this corporation up? Everything that you encounter, people you encounter, things you do, what strengthens it?
God, church.
Yeah, I'm about to say our church.
Church family, yeah.
Christ. Learning what God expects of me.
Prayer.
And looking at her as a gift. And, you know, praying for her. Like our pastor told us, when she makes me mad, instead of saying, oh, bleep her, it's like,
Bless your heart.
thank you, Jesus, that you gave me this beautiful wife that I have to speak a blessing onto it, because if I keep consistently saying negative stuff like F her and
you're going to start getting those negative results.
But if I say, when she does something like, you know what, God, I'm mad, but thank you because she gave me these two beautiful kids, and because of her, I found my investor. I have to think of all the positive things that she's done in my life.
He's doing it. He's like,
but it's a struggle sometimes. But as I've done it, it's made it easier. I can't stay mad at her.
That you can, if you want to be a couple and you want to be in a relationship, like, there is hope. There are other people out here making it work. You don't have to settle for a relationship that is not working, that is subpar. I do not recommend that in any way, shape, or form. But what you do want to do, and you owe it to yourself, is to make sure that the communication is intact and have that hope that you can move forward together as a couple, thriving. I'm going to go back to thriving, not just surviving. We do too much of that in our community. Let's thrive. Let's really thrive together.
I, Tawana, continue to take you, Mudia, to be my husband, to have and to hold as we continue to grow old, from this day forward, for better, for slightly less than better, for richer, for balling on a budget, in pandemics and in health, to love, honor, and I will always put respect on your name. This is to you, my king, Mudia.
I, Imudia, continue to take you, Tawana, to be my wife, to have and to hold as we continue to grow old. From this day forward, for better, for slightly less than better, for richer, for balling on a budget in pandemics and in health, to love, honor, and I will always put respect on your name. This is my vow to you, my queen. Let me do that again.
I love it.
Go again. Go. Okay. You're gonna use tongue this time? Just. All right. I, Mudia, continue to take you, Tawana, to be my wife, to have and to hold as we continue to grow old. From this day forward, for better, for slightly less than better, for richer, for bowling on a budget, in pandemics and in health, to love, honor, and I always put respect